so glad you're here. So this is technically my second video, kind of my first, but I just want to make a little introduction of who I am, what I'm here for. My first video on this YouTube channel was actually about my self-discovery journey that I was supposed to be taking. That was going to be 6 months off of social media, excluding YouTube, of course. But that came to a halt, unfortunately, because I contracted COVID. And so did my mom and dad and my younger brother. And my younger brother is who I was completing this journey with. So we did put a pause to it, but we're absolutely going to be continuing it again on January 1st, now that I am feeling much better and going to be able to complete a lot of the goals that I had set for myself. However, I have decided that I'm going to keep my social media. And I can't wait to get more into that. Just kind of discussing the reason why I've chosen to. So that's going to be super fun to talk about. But I just kind of want to come on here and introduce myself and just give you a little insight of who I am. So my name's Teresa Escalante. I'm 25 years old. I live down here in Tucson, Arizona, where I've lived my entire life, honestly. I have a 2-year-old daughter. Her name is Desiree, and she is absolutely wonderful and currently at daycare. Since I got COVID, I have not been able to go back to work, unfortunately. And I'm kind of having issues with trying to get back. So I work at a call center. I've been there for about 3 years, and I love my job, but it's a call center. You know, you gotta take calls back to back every single day, so it does get kind of tedious and annoying. But since I got COVID, obviously you've got to take like the quarantine time frame, but they were wanting me to get like retested to say that I'm negative. However, I was told by multiple people that when you get COVID, it's gonna come back positive for up to 3 months, so it's essentially no point in taking it. So right now I'm not being paid, which is annoying, of course, because I have a daughter, I've got daycare bills, phone bills, everything. So it's been a little bit of a struggle. However, because I do have social media, I've been able to keep my mind off of the situation that I'm going through right now. I have been on a bit of a spiritual journey along this, just really focusing on like my meditation, understanding who I am, my purpose here, the creator that I believe in, and much more. So it's been pretty interesting, honestly. And while being on my spiritual journey, I've also obviously logged into TikToks and stuff like that, Instagram, Facebook, all of it. And I've become very interested in business. Now, I will say I've always been interested in budgeting when it comes to finances, because I am in debt, honestly. I would say about $30,000 or so, and a lot of that is tedious stuff. But what was I going with that? Yeah, so I've been in debt for some time, honestly. I am a college dropout. I've only completed maybe 2 years, and I've definitely tried going back, but it's just not for me. For some reason, let me tell you something real quick. All throughout my life growing up, kindergarten through high school, I was an amazing student. I always did my work. I always studied. I turned everything in on time. I've always had amazing grades, took AP classes, did all these extracurricular activities and more. And I do apologize about the lighting. I'm in a Starbucks parking lot just kind of chilling, and the sun is going a little crazy right now. Okay, so, growing up, I've always been one to keep amazing grades. I didn't ever want to get into trouble. And when I got to college, something just kind of shifted. I don't know if it was the fact that I was just so tired of doing the same routine every single day and then finally getting freedom, and it's like I didn't know what to do with that freedom, so I went a little bit crazy. I definitely know that part of it is that. I also got lazy for some reason, and I think a lot of it had to do with I was a full-time student. I also worked at In-N-Out Burger at the time, and let me tell you, that's an amazing job, amazing company to start off working with. So I worked there for 3 years, and it was the best time of my life. However, I worked a lot, especially with being a full-time student. You know, I don't want to, I had stuff to pay, I had school to pay for, so there was just a lot going on. And they closed me a lot. Even with knowing that I was a full-time student and the schedule that I had, that was one of the downsides, is that I would not get out of work sometimes till about 2, 3 a.m. And then I had class at 7. So I was exhausted a lot of the times. And I think that's another reason why I kind of just like, I went on a downfall when it came to school. And yeah, I ended up getting into debt over going to the University of Arizona, and I was never able to clear up that debt. That debt is about $12,000, honestly. And it's annoying because it's always been my dream to graduate from a college to make my parents proud, because I know that's what they wanted. And it's what I wanted too. Like, I wanted to wear that cap and gown, walk across the stage and say I've got my bachelor's. For the longest time I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I went to college, took different classes, and then I wanted to be a psychologist, I wanted to be a therapist, I wanted to be everything. Honestly, you name it. I should have became an actress so I could, but that's not the case. So I've been kind of stuck. After working at In-N-Out for 3 years, I ended up going to Citibank, is what it's called. That's also a call center. That's where I got my first call center experience. Pretty good company, but you know, the job day in and day out, it gets kind of annoying, of course. And then I landed myself here at Geico, and I don't really know if I'm allowed to be mentioning these companies, but I just want to be honest. And I love Geico. Geico is an absolute great company to work with, but like I said, it is a call center, so you know what that comes with: talking on the phones all day long, back to back, non-stop. So I just know that call centers are not for me, but I don't know what is for me. And that's kind of where this self-discovery journey is leading. Is I know that I am somebody that struggles with mental health. I have anxiety, I have depression, I have PTSD, and that is, you know, something that we can always get into at a different time, just to kind of go and talk about my background a little bit more and why I have those experiences. And that's why I always thought, like, oh, maybe I'll be a therapist, because I want to help people out that are just like me. But there's more than one way to help people out, honestly. Even having a platform like this is something that you can always do. When it comes to people struggling, you might have tips and tricks that can definitely help them out, and I think that's such an amazing thing, and I love social media for that. It has honestly brought me to so many different people that have really just instilled this positive mindset in me and have made me realize that I am absolutely worth everything and I deserve everything, and no one should ever make me feel less than that, and I should never allow it to get to that point either. Anyways, I'm rambling a bit. I'm having fun doing this, honestly. I wanted to talk a little bit about my self-discovery journey. So that I would still consider that I'm on that right now, just because I'm still doing a lot of the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Aside from working out, of course, that will begin with my younger brother on January 1st. Because he's a fitness freak. He does football, wrestling, he knows how to use the gym, use machines and stuff like that. So that's a great way for the two of us to bond together, and really just be each other's accountability partners, and that way I don't give up because I hate the gym. I hate working out. Anyways, so with my self-discovery journey, I've decided that I wanted to film the portion that I've decided to take on. I want to be a business owner. I want to help other people, and I know that I can do that in more ways than one. And the greatest thing about TikTok and all these social medias is they talk about businesses. And, well, I'm your everyday person, somebody that you would just pass up in the store, nobody special. You know, I don't have any friends, I've got family, that's pretty much it. So I'm not even using my personal stuff. So I'm literally starting from nothing. I have created brand new social medias. You can actually follow them too, and I'll make sure to link them down in the description just to make it a little bit easier, of course. But my TikTok is called JustBlogItMama. My Instagram is called JustBlogItMama. I did purchase a website, and I'm currently in the process of creating that, and that's also called JustBlogItMama.com. And my YouTube is called JustBlogItMama, actually. Okay, so I did manage to make sure that everything is like all linked up to make it easier. So this YouTube channel is gonna be multiple kinds of videos. I definitely just want to make you aware. So one, of course, it will have a little bit of like my everyday life. I definitely want to just bring you guys along. So I want you guys to see whether or not somebody that's just like you, that has debt, does not own a home, has a vehicle but had to freaking finance it, lives with her in-laws. What else do I have going on in my life? I work a 9-to-5 job. I work in a freaking call center. I've got a 2-year-old daughter, pay daycare, drowning in finances, barely make it by on a bi-weekly paycheck, sick and tired of working overtime. And yeah, I mean, those are all the, you know, little characteristics of me. And if you can identify with any of those, I definitely hope you feel like you're in the right place, because I want to see whether or not an average girl in this everyday life can make it just like everyone else. You know, everyone's claiming, oh, it's so easy, start up affiliate marketing and, you know, do this, do that. Well, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be the little guinea pig who decides to risk it all and throws money that she does not have to try to become this successful person. I've decided I'm gonna do this the free way. As much as I would love to join a master class or join a team and throw $3,000 down to get all the knowledge I need immediately, not have to work the hard way, get the opportunity to already, you know, find clients through this other person that's done it before. As great as that sounds, I know I can't do it that way. And like I said, I'm your everyday person. I don't got money. I don't got $3,000 to just drop down on myself, as that would be nice. So my goal is to do it the free way. I'm going to use all the resources possible on the internet, and I'm going to show you guys for free everything that I learn. And I'm just going to be posting about it, blogging about it. Definitely have on my website, I'll definitely have a place for like resources and stuff that I learned. And you know what? Life is fun, and it should be fun. So I'm going to make this fun. This is going to be a fun journey. I can't wait to document more about it. The content that I'm going to be creating on my platforms, of course, is going to be my journey, aka my footprints to becoming a virtual assistant, to doing affiliated marketing, and much more, of course, depending on what I find and what I want to take interest in. It's going to be, you know, my everyday life, so maybe just like a little get ready with me, or follow me around my home while I chase after my 2-year-old daughter, who drives me absolutely nuts, because she's a handful. Let me tell you, she's a very active child. She can literally go on 10 minutes of sleep and be up for 5 hours, and her sleep schedule is awful right now. Ever since I got COVID, because I was staying up late because of my cough and everything going on, like my fever and stuff, her sleep schedule has just gotten totally thrown out the window. And so for some reason now, she goes to bed at like 8 or 9, and then she's up at midnight expecting for me to be willing to stay up with her till about 5 in the morning. And of course I stay up because somebody needs to watch her, and my boyfriend is sleeping because he has to go to work early in the morning. So it's just been a disaster. So you can definitely try and see my journey to getting my daughter on a good sleep schedule, getting her potty trained, because that is so difficult, trying to get her to stop cussing. Right now her favorite thing is to say shut up. Oh, I cannot stand it. And I'm like, girl, you're gonna get into so much trouble. Anyways, she's a very fun and interesting child, and I think that when you guys get to meet her on this channel, that you guys will definitely enjoy her too. She definitely knows how to make people smile, make people laugh, and just keep everyone entertained. She's a lot more entertaining than I am, honestly. Anyway, so the other thing that I wanted to quickly mention that I'm also going to be posting is my finances. So I did mention a little bit earlier. Oh my god, it's so bright out here. Sorry guys. Okay, so I did also mention that I'm into budgeting. I've been budgeting for, I would say, about 8 months, 9 months already. Well, that did kind of come to a pause. It's a different story I can bring up later though. So I'm going to be filming my budget. So I definitely want to keep myself accountable every single month, because as of August of 2020, I definitely fell off track. And the reason why I fell off track is because my daughter and my goddaughter were both going to get baptized on my birthday, and that's not anything that I had planned for, is the best way to put it. So I never budgeted for that specific event because I didn't think it would happen so soon. And the only reason why it did happen so soon is because my brother left to the Marines. And so when he was leaving for boot camp, he was literally leaving the day after my birthday. So August 23rd, and we just so happened to freaking get the spot, like the last 2 spots to get our girls, to get the girls baptized. And oh my god, did that work out freaking perfectly. But I'm so glad we did it. So anyways, I went totally over budget with the whole event, of course. And yeah, I mean, that completely threw me off. And then for some reason, after like the baptismal and everything like that, you would have thought that I would have just picked right back up where I was at before when it came. But no, it's like, I swear to God, it was like a relapse almost. Like, I couldn't get myself to stop spending. I couldn't get myself to re-budget, to retrack all my expenses. It's like I got lazy with it or something. I don't know what happened, but I will absolutely not let that happen in 2021. No, in 2021, I'm going to be saving. I'm going to be budgeting. I'm going to be tracking my expenses. I'm going to be doing everything that I need to do to make sure that I can purchase my daughter a home in 2022. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm getting myself out of debt. I'm clearing up my freaking credit score and all of it. I am so determined. I am so motivated. I'm making all of this happen. I do not care what I have to do. I'm willing to try and do anything, honestly. My boyfriend loves to call all the time because his job, he's in a truck delivering stuff, and he likes to give me updates, and it's just frustrating when I'm trying to film. And I told him that. I was like, babe, I'm trying to film. Like, I'm gonna let you go. And he's like, okay, sorry. He's like, oh, sorry. Like, so, but then he calls again, like, frustrating. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of different content on this page, honestly. So it's not gonna be like one specific thing. You're definitely gonna be able to find a variety of things. And I hope that you guys don't mind that. I hope that's something that you guys can enjoy. My boyfriend just showed up back to his work. We are gonna go eat some lunch. I'm really hungry. It's 3:53 p.m. and I have not eaten all day. But I did manage to get Starbucks, of course, and this is another thing why I need to get back to budgeting. Because Starbucks and Dutch Bros, they are murdering my account. They're just eating it up so quickly. So this will be a conversation for another day. I can't wait to start filming all of this content, and I really hope you guys follow along on my journey. Again, subscribe, hit the notification bell is what I hear them say, leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hi, what's your name?
Desiree.
How old are you, Desiree?
2.
Can you do your can you count to 10?
1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. Do your ABCs.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Good job.
I know my ABC. That's how I was.
Yay, I'm so proud of you. You're awesome. Do not take off your shoes because we are home, okay? We're going to go inside now. Say bye.
Bye.